So it's basically LLM plus shell plus file system plus markdown plus cron. And it turns out that's an agent. And every part of that other than the model is something that we already completely know and understand. And in fact, it turns out the latent power of the Unix shell is like extraordinary because basically there's just enormous latent power in the shell. There's enormous numbers of Unix commands. There's enormous number of command line interfaces into all kinds of things already in the, your entire, just to start with, your computer runs on a shell. If you're running a Mac or a phone, your computer's running on a shell already. And so the full power of your computer is available at the command line level. And then it turns out it's really easy to expose other functions as a command line interface. And so this whole idea where we need MCP and these fancy protocols, whatever, it's no, we don't. We just need a command line thing. So that's the architecture. And then it turns out, what is your agent? Your agent is a bunch of files stored in a file system. And then there's the thing that just completely blew my mind when I wrapped my head around it as a result of this, which is okay, this means your agent is now actually independent of the model that it's running on, because you can actually swap out a different LLM underneath your agent. And your agent will change personality somewhat because the model is different, but all of the state stored in the files will be retained.
Yeah, different instruction set, but you just compile them.
Right, exactly. And it's all right. It's swapping out a ship and recompiling. But it's still your agent with all of its memories and with all of its capabilities.